Hello everybody and welcome to the presentation today on Melbourne, Australia. My name is Joanna. I'm the Director of Corporate Meetings and Incentives at Melbourne Convention Bureau, and I'm here to give you a quick taste and a quick snapshot of what Melbourne, Australia has to offer the business events industry. To start with, just to give you a quick overview on Melbourne Convention Bureau, we are a partnership between the Victorian state government, local government and private industry. We source, bid for, work with event partners to deliver great business events in Melbourne. So whatever you need, we're here to help you, and we offer a free service. From itinerary development to venue sourcing to sourcing funding to help put on your event in Melbourne, we are here to work with you to deliver a great event. So to start with, we'll just quickly show you a quick video which gives you a nice little taster of what Melbourne has to offer the business events industry.
Hi, I'm Carly the Koala, and I'm here to show you around my home, Melbourne. Melbourne, Australia is a haven for exploration and discovery, making it an ideal destination for incentives and business meetings. As a major Australian gateway, Melbourne is easily accessible and invites delegates to discover its creative culture expressed in food, fashion, events, arts and music. And the unique natural beauty of regional Victoria is just a short trip away. The Melbourne Convention Bureau is here to help you, so get in touch today.
Just move on, sorry about that. So as you can see, as was said in the video, we are a very compact state in Victoria, despite Australia being a very big country. We're quite a small part of it. As you can see, Melbourne's in the centre there, and not too far out from Melbourne, between 1 hour and 90 minutes drive, you can pretty much get to most of the main regions. So whether it be the Yarra Valley for the wineries, or the Great Ocean Road for the spectacular coastal scenery, or over to the goldfields for some gold rush experiences. Everything is very close to Melbourne, so it's very easy to do a 3 to 4 day itinerary which combines the best of Melbourne with the best of regional Victoria. The city centre itself is also very small and compact, and it's also quite flat and easy to get around. As you can see, it's based on a grid system, so it is very easy to walk around, and most of our key attractions are within easy walking distance of our major venues and accommodation places. We also have a free tram zone, which is the greyed area in the map. So all trams are free within that zone. So very easy to jump on and off the trams to get from A to B. We have over 21,000 hotel rooms in Melbourne, everything from 5-star luxury due to more budget style accommodation. And as you can see from the map there, everything is very concentrated together, very easy to split groups over several hotels, but still be very close together and also be very close to the key attractions and key venues in Melbourne. So Melbourne is renowned for its major events calendar. We start off the year with a bang with the Australian Tennis Open, the Grand Slam tournament in January. And then almost every month we have a really exciting event happening, whether it be the Grand Prix, our Melbourne Food and Wine Festival, our Comedy Festival, or our spring racing carnival, our horse racing carnival in October and November each year. There's always something to do. So it's a really great idea if you do have a business event or an incentive, you may like to align it to one of those key events and make it a really exciting and unmissable event. Just covering some key top experiences that you can do whilst in Melbourne that really adds some real flavour and excitement to your itinerary. So we have the Royal Botanic Gardens, which is a beautiful gardens right in the centre of Melbourne. Very popular is to do the Aboriginal Heritage Walk and really learn about the start of Melbourne and Australia and Victoria through the eyes of our First Nations peoples. And then we have Localing Tours, which is intimate, bespoke experiences where local Melburnians take you around Melbourne and you get to know how the locals live and what makes Melbourne really special. There's also things like, bike rides, bike tours and kayaking, etc., where you can really get to have a great experience and learn about how the locals live, etc., all in the city of Melbourne. It's really, really quite accessible and lots of tangible experiences. Melbourne is home to the largest shopping centre or shopping mall in Australia, Chadstone. It really is a one-stop shop for anybody who likes shopping. Over 550 stalls there, many unique to Australia. So it's a great place to come and get your shopping fixed whilst in Melbourne. Also have a number of dining outlets and experiences there as well, including a Legoland. Eureka Skydeck, it's a great place to start your tour in Melbourne or your experience in Melbourne to get 365-degree views of Melbourne and all of the surrounds from the 88th floor of the tallest building in Australia. Zoos Victoria have 3 unique zoos in Melbourne. We have the Melbourne Zoo, Hillsville Sanctuary and Werribee Open Range Zoo, which specialises in African animals, and it's an open range zoo, so it's a safari style zoo where you can really immerse yourself in the habitat of the animals. It's a great, lovely experience. Melbourne is home to the famous Melbourne Cricket Ground, and part of that has the Australian Sports Museum, which is one of the largest sporting museums in the world. We also have experiences like Oteo Kitchen, which has cooking classes. So you can choose a cuisine and have a great interactive team building experience whilst making a beautiful menu that you can then sit down and enjoy together. And as I said before, we have the beautiful Yarra River, which runs through the middle of Melbourne, and kayaking tours are a great way to experience that. Queen Victoria Market, it's a renowned market, one of the biggest markets in Australia, right in the heart of Melbourne. It's a great place to get to know local cuisines, local produce. You can do a walking tour and a food experience tour of the market. We also have Urban Surf, which is a surfing theme park right out near the airport. Really, really great anybody can do it, from beginner surfers to experienced surfers. It's a really fun activity. And then Melbourne is renowned for its street art as well. A lot of our art spaces are actually outdoor spaces. So Melbourne Street Art Tours takes you on a tour of all of our famed street art laneways. And then you can also have a go at creating some of your own street art in their studios. So why Melbourne? As I said, it's a compact state. It's really easy to have a beautiful cosmopolitan experience in Melbourne, but then also experience the best of Australia, whether it be our coastal scenery, our mountain areas, our wild animals. You can do that all within a very short trip from Melbourne. We have a beautiful arts and cultural city, lots of art galleries, lots of theatre shows. So it really is a city you can immerse yourself in. Melbourne is renowned for its laneways, and there are lots of laneway tour experiences, whether it's to see the street art, see our local cafe scene, see the shopping experience. The laneway tours are a great way to experience Melbourne. Melbourne is very multicultural. We have a great major events calendar. It really is the best of Australia, all in our city and in our state. And we will work with you to deliver a great business event. We are here to help you, so please drop by our booth at ITCMA, and we'd love to talk to you about how we can help you. Just looking at some of the unique gala dinner suggestions, venues that we can offer you, whether it be for a gala dinner or for a unique place for a conference or a team building experience, we have some suggestions which I'll just run through now. So State Library of Victoria, beautiful heritage building right in the heart of Melbourne, the oldest library in Australia, but also has 9 different event spaces. So for a beautiful high-end themed experience, it's a wonderful venue. South Wharf, which is along the Yarra River on the south side, right near the Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre. They have a number of venues too. You can also do outdoor and indoor dining and events along this space. The Royal Exhibition Building is one of the jewels in the crown in Melbourne. It's a UNESCO World Heritage listed building. It's a rather large venue, so great for larger events, but a beautiful building. Centrepiece, so Melbourne Olympic Parks is home to the Australian Open. It's where the tennis Grand Slam is held every year. And they've just built a brand new, really exciting venue called Centrepiece, which has a number of rooms from a grand hall to an auditorium. So large and small events can be held here. And you're also within the grounds of the Australian Tennis Open. Melbourne is renowned for its Melbourne Cup Carnival, which happens in the first week of November every year. But the Flemington Racecourse is available all year round for events. Great to have a horse themed event here. So if you're into horse racing, it's really good to have a horse racing themed event here. Can be really, really fun and interactive. Melbourne Showgrounds, not too far from the city centre as well. A number of event spaces, 11 in total, outdoor and indoor, from large to small events, a number of different venues, from new venues to heritage listed venues as well. And the Arts Centre Melbourne. So as I said, Melbourne is renowned for its arts and cultural scene. And in the centre of Melbourne, we have the Arts Centre, which is where a lot of our plays and musicals and galleries are. And there's a number of unique experiences that can be had here, from dining on stage to having small pre or post theatre experience events. And now I'll just take you through regional Victoria. So just outside of Melbourne, about an hour away, we have the Yarra Valley, famed for its wineries, the Mornington Peninsula, which is bay on one side, ocean beach on the other side, also famed for its food and wine scene. And the picture there is of Peninsula Hot Springs, which is a wonderful outdoor bathing experience where you can have groups go and have a bit of R&R whilst they're on their business trip in Melbourne. Phillip Island, also quite close to Melbourne, about 90 minutes away, where the little penguin comes ashore every night to return to its burrows, having been out hunting for food each day in the ocean. They return each night, and it's really a wonderful experience to sit and watch the little penguins return to their burrows each night. We also have the Great Ocean Road. It's about a 3-hour drive from Melbourne to the 12 Apostles, one of the world's best coastal drives. It hugs the coastline of Western Victoria. We have the Goldfields area. So Melbourne itself really came to be a city when gold was discovered here in the 1850s, and Sovereign Hill and the Goldfield towns really showcase that experience and what it was like to come from really a colony to a global city when gold was discovered. And you can have a really immersive, interactive experience of what it was like to be here in the 1850s during the gold rush time at Sovereign Hill. And Dalesford is about 90 minutes away as well. It's renowned for its thermal hot springs. So most of Australia's natural thermal waters are found in the ground around this area. And most of the businesses in that area have a business around that. So whether it be spa treatments, bathing, healing, rest and relaxation type experiences. It's a very quaint village renowned for its produce. The soil there is very rich, beautiful produce as well, beautiful markets and spa experiences. So on our website, melbournecb.com.au, so if you just Google Melbourne Convention Bureau, you'll find some wonderful sample itineraries that give you an idea of how you can experience the best of Melbourne and the best of Victoria within 3 to 4 days. So we have these sample itineraries that show you which venues we recommend, the timing of how you can do it, the group sizes and the experiences that are to be had at each of these properties. So highly recommend that you go onto our website and have a look at these itineraries to get some inspiration for your next business trip. We're often asked when is the best time to visit Melbourne and Victoria. Really any time. We have a very temperate climate here, so it never gets too hot or too cold. Some of our major events times, particularly around January, when it's also our summer holidays and it's also the tennis, can be a little busier. But really there's it's a big city, there's lots of accommodation, there's lots of venues. Any time of the year is a great time to visit Melbourne, and we can make sure that we have experiences that are suited to that time of year. We don't have a high season and a low season really, so our accommodation and our venues are open all year round. We do have financial support packages that are available to host business events in Melbourne. We have one that is run by the State Government of Victoria, and that's available for any incentives that are of 150 people or more. There is also one that is run by Tourism Australia, that is a Tourism Australia Bid Fund program. That is available for groups of about 400 people or more. If you do have a larger group, you can get both sources of funding, and we will work with you to work out which funding would best suit your needs. We will also do all of the application process for you. So that is done by us for you. We will work with you on securing that funding. But it is part of the service that we offer here at MCB. We also have in-kind support as well, whether you need images or videos or delegate support, anything that you need to run a successful event, a sample itinerary, some site inspections arranged, we can do that for you. So please get in contact with us. In terms of COVID and the current situation, Australia has fared reasonably well in these challenging times. Because of that, our state government and our federal government are very focused on health and safety of our citizens. So we haven't had massive outbreaks like there has been in the rest of the world. That is on the upside, we are seen as a very safe and secure destination because of that. There are very strict COVID protocols and guidelines in place. We do have a safe events microsite at Melbourne Convention Bureau. So please go and visit that, or contact us if you need any advice on running a safe event in Melbourne. We are here to help you do so. The safety and security of all of our delegates is at the forefront of what we do. So we can definitely help you deliver a safe event in Melbourne. So at ITCMA, myself and my colleague Kelvin, who is the Regional Director for Southeast Asia and India, we are here to have meetings with you or to discuss any of your event needs. So please drop by our booth. We'd love to catch up with you and talk about how you can host your next successful event in Melbourne. So thank you for being with us today. Please drop by and say hello, and happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.